The latest Google search update has finally finished rolling out. This was an update that everybody was waiting for and is finally finished rolling out. It took nearly 16 days, or I'm sorry, it took nearly 19 days for this update to finish rolling out, which is pretty fast considering the last 2 years of updates from Google, where we actually saw updates who has been rolling out for like months, sometimes even like 90 days or more. Did it give us the results that so many people in SEO and small independent content creators were hoping for, wanting, or needing? Let's find out. According to a poll that Search Engine Land created, not really. Let's look at the results. 44% of the people who answered the poll said their traffic went even further down with this update. 29% says no change, everything is pretty much the same, not up, not down, and 27% said they actually saw traffic increases, which is great for them. I'm very happy for you. But as we can see from this poll, which again is not really representative, right? But it's still something to hold on to. We can still see that the trend is that most likely most publishers saw a decrease or even no change from the latest update, which honestly sucks really bad. So I also learned from other popular websites like RetroDoodoo that they are actually up a little bit, but you know, at this point I don't really consider it as a recovery. I'm sure they are not even talking about in these terms, right? Because when you lose so much traffic, right, if a site gets smacked down from 1 million users a month, which I think was kind of like where RetroDoodoo was before these latest updates began. So if you go from 1 million users a month to like 20k, right, 20,000 user amounts, and now this update came along and improved your traffic to, let's say, even 50k, this doesn't really mean anything, right? I don't know if you would honestly consider this a win. It's better than going for zero, I agree, you know, but it's not really helping you as a business owner, as a small independent content creator. I also checked a few sites that I've been following for a while, like a few years now, that I've always kind of like kept track on. So I also checked how they are doing prior to this latest update, because I wanted to see if they had a positive effect or a negative effect. I'm not going to reveal their URLs in this video because, you know, I don't know them personally and I don't know if they want to stay under the radar or, you know, go public, so to speak. So I'm not going to reveal their URL, but I will say that some of them did see a small recovery. Some of them did see, like, you know, the decrease in traffic stopped, I would say, like a month before this latest update, and after the August 2024 Google Core update, their traffic is a little bit up. Again, nothing to be happy about, really. Nothing to like, oh, stop and smell the roses, we're back. Yeah, no, nothing like that. But, you know, again, they did recover a little bit. So we got to keep following and see, maybe the future updates will contribute more to their traffic growth, or maybe it will just stay the same and this is like the new reality. If you're asking yourself, what about your own sites? What about my own portfolio? And you should, because you should be interested in me, because it's my channel. I honestly see no change. I know this is a terrible answer to give, but you know, I got smacked in the latest updates in the last 18 months or so, and like everyone else, I've been working very hard and hoping for a recovery, but honestly, it didn't happen. I would say I'm not seeing any more decreases, which again, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But honestly, I'm pretty much at the same place I was a few months ago. That's the reality. So as the update continues as the update continued and finally completed rolling out, Barry Schwartz from Rusty Brick SEO agency, he's the founder and editor of the Search Engine Land and Search Engine Journal websites, very popular websites in the SEO community. So he decided, or had the pleasure of having a really deep and long interview with Danny Sullivan, right? And some of you may know this name. If you're in the SEO game, you definitely know this person. If you're not and you're just watching this video out of curiosity, Danny Sullivan is the official Google search liaison, so to speak. He has the hardest job in the internet, honestly. His job is trying to explain Google systems to the public and to the SEO community at large. And honestly, most of the time, he's not doing a great job. I'm sorry, Danny, but I feel like it's not even his fault. I talked about this in previous videos that discussed Google and their search algorithm and their systems and how they changed over the years. I believe that even Google's own engineers, even the most seasoned ones at this point, they don't have any ideas what the Google systems are doing, how they are actually working. I feel like it's a big pile of AI talking to another AI and just learning from each other and trying to adjust by itself is no exception. So I believe, like I said, I believe that Danny's role as of this moment is more or less like more of a PR role, which is probably exactly what he's doing, right? Conducting interviews, trying to explain to the SEO community on Twitter what's going on, trying to make Google look good. That's more PR than actually anything else. So what did we learn out of this lengthy interview? The interview is long form. It's about 5,000 words, and I'm sure it took a lot of time to create and edit and publish. So hats top of my head to Barry for doing the hard work that none of us actually want to do. So again, amazing work, and all power to you. I hope you'll do more of this, maybe even do it in video format, because watching videos sometimes is a lot more fun than just reading 5,000 words, right? So let's talk about what we learned from this interview, and I can pretty much sum it up in 2 words, which is not much. And I know it's anti-climax, but that's the truth, right? If you want the too long didn't read version of the interview, here it goes. It's something like this. Google is trying to do better, right? They're trying to please the search engine optimization community. They're trying to please their users. They're trying to please independent content creators. They want independent content creators. They want people to create authentic, valuable content and publish it online, whichever format they like. But they're not doing a great job at flushing it out, right? At showing it to the right people. He kind of admitted it, but I know, everybody just knows it by now. It doesn't matter what it really says. Content creators should continue creating and publishing high quality and valuable content, and maybe Google will be able to catch up and actually reward them. These are Danny's words. These are not quotes. I'm not quoting him. I'm just giving you my version from what I understood from the interview, right? So don't hold your breath. Honestly, this is my view. Don't hold your breath. It's not going to happen anytime soon. Also, Google is actually trying to do better. And also, Google is actually trying to do better. That's something that Danny touched on a few times during the interview. And again, if you ask me, it's more of a PR thing than actual advice, right? We're trying to do better. We're trying to help you out. Yeah, that doesn't really help me out, bro. You know what I mean? If I'm a small business owner, that doesn't really help me. I mean, I'm glad that you want to help me, but it doesn't help me. It is what it is. So what does the future hold for content creators and SEO? My personal view is the future is still not clear. I think Google still haven't figured their shit out. I feel like their algorithms are still trying to learn and adapt to the new realities. And I feel like no one at Google themselves even know what to do at this point regarding the search engine algorithm, right? Specifically about that. What this update actually showed us and did show us is that the algorithms are evolving, they are learning, they're not the same, right? They still don't do a good job, but they are still different after this update compared to before this update. It's adjusting, it's just way too slow. It's not moving at all at the pace that you want it to move. Honestly, it doesn't move the needle for small independent publishers and content creator at all. Maybe it will never will, right? You have to take this into account. Maybe it will never will. So for some business owners and some content creators, maybe it is too late for them. Maybe it is too late to save them. This is something that happens with every industry and every niche. But it's just a hard reality and not fair. And, you know, as a small business owner, you may not survive this era or did not survive the last 24 months. And you were forced to change careers, take supplement revenues to your business in other areas, or maybe take on clients, what you didn't like to do in the past. It sucks. But life is not fair sometimes, and Google is not fair sometimes, even I would say most of the time, right? But that's how it is. I think Google and SEO will emerge into a new SEO era, which will be amazing for people who manage to survive this period. I talked about it in previous videos and on my Twitter a lot. And by the way, if you like this type of content, if you like what I'm publishing and trying to do, it will really help this channel out if you give me a thumbs up, maybe even consider subscribing as I talk about SEO, online businesses, personal finance, and even a lot of other things that are very interesting to entrepreneurs. I appreciate it very much. So as I mentioned, I talked about this in the past. I think this is just a phase, right? We've seen phases with the SEO community in the last, I want to say, almost 20 years. And every time a new era begins, you have to adjust, and it's taken a lot of time. Every time, it's taken a lot of time. This is not something new. In 2012, with Panda and Penguin updates, it took almost 2 years, I think, before people started figuring things out and ranking again and publishing the content that Google likes to see. So we're almost a year and a half now in, maybe even more. So I would expect it's going to take some more time before we can see real recoveries, and I'm talking about sites that actually bounced back and even surpassed their past traffic numbers. Consider it like an ice age in the SEO community, right? In the SEO world. After the ice age, civilization emerged and advanced, most likely. So I feel like SEO people will emerge as better marketers, better people even after this event, so to speak. But yeah, you know, all we have to do is keep working at it and see where this takes us, right? The one thing I can say for certain is it's not boring in the online world in the last 2 years. It's not boring at all. I will post follow-up videos about this topic, and I'm sure the next couple of months are going to be very, very interesting in the online world, in the Google world, not only for SEO, but I do believe even for PPC, Google Ads. So I recommend staying tuned to my channel and to all other websites or channels that are talking about this topic if that's what you're interested in. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.